That's right, my new digital course is live, and it's going to teach you everything that you need to know when it comes to improving your social skills and taking your social life to a whole other level. What you're going to learn in this program is how I personally went from being crippled with anxiety, unable to express myself, unable to say hi to someone, to being able to meet new people at will. If there's someone I see that I want to say hi to, that I want to connect with, it's easy, to being able to be the center of attention, feel completely grounded, unaffected, and ultimately to being able to live my ideal life. So much of my success today can be directly attributed to my social skills. And that there is what high vibe communication is all about. So here we are within the members area. Okay, you can see the different modules here, and the two big ones that I really want to point out here are emotional skills and analytical skills. Okay, these are, you could say, the two sides to the coin of social skills or communication skills. It really comes down to the emotional side of things, right? Your vibe, not experiencing anxiety, being unstifled, not being needy, being able to unleash that inner charisma, not running out of things to say, so on and so forth. But then there are also the analytical skills, right? Polishing your vibe, understanding how to not only unleash that authenticity, but make sure that it connects with other people, right? Social calibration, understanding frames, understanding all the nuanced dynamics in an interaction. So those are the two big ones, but there's a lot more. So let's get right into this. Okay, right here, this is the emotional skills side of things. And this is also what letting go really solves. Right? So you'll learn exactly what are emotional skills, the difference between being a social scammer and a social master, how to work on your emotional skills. Like you hear, just be natural. Like, what does that mean? How do you work on it? Understanding very deeply how social conditioning really stifles us socially, right? Especially when it comes to experiencing, say, trauma, different core beliefs that get instilled in us, different core identities that we take on that keep us stuck and ultimately form this invisible prison that we live in, right? Where around certain people within that prison, you can feel at ease. Yet when you talk to someone, as an example, that's a little bit outside your league, you freeze, right? Because they're not within that same invisible prison. And then, of course, understanding the nuances when it comes to the subconscious mind, identifying what is in the subconscious mind that is holding you back socially, and then, of course, learning how to let go of all of that. Okay, and in the next module here, there are guided meditations. One when it comes to social anxiety, right? Specifically here around social situations, right? If you experience that fear of saying hi to someone, putting yourself out there, this is going to be a game changer. If you're someone who's very needy, like you really crave that approval, or there's a lot of fear around being disapproved of, this one's for you. And then the third one here is all about tapping into that innate charisma and unleashing your authenticity. Okay, this is once more the emotional skills side of things. Then we shift to the analytical skills. And this covers, for example, what is value, right? Do you know what your value is? Do you know how to communicate your value? There are many ways, okay? And a key saying here is value is primarily subcommunicated. Then you must understand frames, right? Okay, what are frames? How to reframe? What are some important frames to have when going out and socializing, or when networking, when talking to people? Also, authenticity and relatability, right? You could say, again, emotional skills, tapping into authenticity, analytical skills, tapping into relatability and connection. And you'll learn here everything when it comes to social calibration. This one goes really deep. The 5 basic requirements when it comes to socializing. If you don't meet these, you're not even in a conversation. And lastly here, the 4 layers of communication. There are different layers. We just focus on the words, but there's so much more than the words, and how to never run out of things to say. Okay, that's the analytical skills. And then it goes deeper here in the conversation process. And this is for anyone. If you have trouble talking to people, just going out and sparking up a conversation, whether it's casually, socially, or for business networking purposes, this is going to help you tremendously. And this happens, by the way, with new people, but also people who you already know. Okay, there are things to look out for in a conversation, and it's not meant to get you all paranoid. That's why it's coupled with the emotional skills, but this here is key to be aware of. Okay, so how to start a conversation. How do you do it? How do you walk up to someone and just spark that interest? Okay, that'll be covered here. This is extremely practical, extremely technical. What is the hook point? How do you hook attention? Okay, there are actually 2 hook points. What is congruence testing? How exactly do you vibe? How do you build comfort? Understanding the dynamics of investment and qualification within a conversation. If it's someone you want to connect with moving forward, how do you do that? Right? Connecting via phone number, text, social media, it's all covered there. How to follow up, group dynamics, and then lastly here, the map is not the territory. These are meant to help you. Reality tends to be a bit more messy. Okay, so all that really falls in that analytical side of things. The next module here is reference experiences. So how to get references, how to break them down, and how to learn from them. This is very overlooked, where people just go out and try to practice their communication skills, their social skills, yet they never sit down and ask themselves, okay, what did I learn? What am I doing wrong? They don't even know how to find their own sticking points and blind spots. This will teach you exactly how, and then at-home exercises that you can do alone with a friend that really helps ingrain a lot of what is covered in this course. Okay, you're going to love these. And then, of course, there are the bonuses here. You will get all of these, okay, the Boundary Manifesto, Crucial Conversations Manifesto, Relationship Manifesto. These guided meditations are next level, but just the manifestos alone, there is so much new content that you've never seen from me anywhere else. Okay, so this here is really high vibe communication, and in the diamond tier, the top tier package, you will also gain access to the Social Anxiety Masterclass, the Neediness Masterclass, the Charisma Masterclass, a whole advanced module with Owen, Zoom calls, right, where you'll get actual feedback, because you can read this and understand that, but very few people have someone in their life who can really see the details in them and give them that proper feedback. So on these Zoom calls, I'll be able to talk to you, really get to know you and be like, okay, here's what you need to work on, here's what's wrong, here's what you need to fix, so you get that professional feedback that really takes your social skills to a whole other level, and a VIP Telegram group. This is my masterpiece. This is all of the best lessons and epiphanies that I've learned over all these years working on my social skills, teaching social skills. I've even incorporated an aspect of spirituality and meditation and letting go in this as well. It's going to change your life. So click the link below this video, get started, get your copy right now. This isn't going to be open year-round. It's a very limited release. So if the link works, you are in luck. And I look very forward to coaching you, answering your questions, practicing your social skills with you, and taking your social life to that level you know it deserves to be at. I'll see you on the inside.